Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Gerry Turner from The Golden Bachelor is enjoying the great outdoors with his new girlfriend, Lana Sutton. Over the weekend, the couple had some fun in the sun by taking a boat excursion, most likely in their home state of Indiana. Gerry revealed his girlfriend's identity during an April interview with TMZ. At the time, he claimed that Lana is a retired teacher who slid into his direct messages. Although he disregarded her first message, Lana tried again after explaining that she grew up in an Indiana town 20 minutes away. "We've been together every weekend," Gerry told People in April. "She is retired, so she is not tied down. She may come here at any time, or I could go there. There are no constraints at work, therefore there are really a lot of benefits that are helping us along." Gerry was introduced to fans in September 2023 as the star of ABC's first season of The Golden Bachelor. He delivered his final rose to Teresa Nist, and the couple married on television in January 2024. While Teresa, 72, recently told Us Weekly that she is keeping her options open while she explores the dating scene, Gerry has been posting details about his latest affair on social media. Gerry can't seem to disguise his happiness when he's with Lana, whether he's taking pickleball classes in Indiana or flying to the United Kingdom for vacation. "The past 2 months have been an absolute blast: travel, adventure, and quality time with two families," he said on Instagram in May. "I am grateful to have met such a kind-hearted woman. I feel great," he stated on an April episode of iHeartRadio's Bachelor Happy Hour program. "There is no treatment till I show any symptoms. So I get my blood tested on a regular basis. When you hit 75, we'll have to work in 3-month increments. It's telling me that it expects me to live for another several years to get there." Gerry Turner had always believed that life had chapters yet to be written, but even he hadn't expected to find himself in a brand new love story so soon after the heartbreak of his very public divorce from Teresa Nist. It had only been a few months since their televised wedding, which quickly spiraled into separation, yet here he was again, sun-kissed, wind-blown, and completely besotted, as he steered the small motorboat across the glassy lake surface, Lana Sutton beside him, her silver hair pulled back in a ponytail, her laughter echoing across the water. It was late July in Indiana, the kind of summer day that made everything feel simpler. Birds wheeled overhead, the occasional heron lifting gracefully from the reeds, and the smell of freshwater mingled with sunscreen and boat fuel. Gerry cut the engine, letting the boat drift near the center of the lake. He glanced over at Lana, who had pulled out a pair of sandwiches from the cooler and was already offering him his turkey and Swiss on whole wheat. "You remembered I like mustard on both sides of the bread," he said, touched by the gesture. "Of course I did," she replied. "What kind of girlfriend would I be if I forgot that already?" He smiled, the kind of smile that started in the heart and made its way slowly to the corners of the lips, the eyes, the soul. Since meeting Lana, really meeting her, he'd been smiling more. It still amused him that it had all started with a message on Instagram. He hadn't answered the first one. Too many people had messaged him after the show, and most he didn't even open. But Lana's second message had been persistent yet kind, filled with humor and a reference to a shared geography that he couldn't ignore. "I'm just 20 minutes away from where you grew up," she had written. "We might have been in the same grocery store in 1975 and not even known it." Curious, he'd messaged her back. Their first phone call lasted 3 hours. Now, months later, they were practically inseparable. Every weekend brought a new memory, playing doubles in pickleball tournaments with their friends at the rec center, riding their bikes through Brown County State Park, or dancing barefoot in Lana's living room to old Carole King records. Lana had a calmness about her, a grounded warmth, and Gerry, who had spent much of the past year on a whirlwind of fame and pressure, found deep peace in her presence. Yet, even with all the ease between them, there were complexities, too. The shadow of his very public marriage and quick divorce with Teresa loomed. Every so often, strangers would come up at the grocery store or the gas station to ask about it, some with sympathy, others with curiosity laced in judgment. "Do you ever regret doing the show?" Lana had asked one night as they sat on the dock behind Gerry's lake house, legs dangling over the edge, feet skimming the water. Gerry had taken a long time to answer. "No," he said finally. "Because it brought me here. Everything, Teresa, the cameras, the interviews, led to this moment. To you." Lana smiled at that, but there was hesitation behind her eyes. She had lived a quieter life, one filled with chalkboards and lunchroom duty, book clubs and church potlucks. She hadn't expected to be in the public eye at 71. Since their relationship had become known in April, she'd had people message her, recognize her at the farmer's market, even ask her if she'd be on the next season of The Golden Bachelorette. That made her laugh, but it also made her uneasy. "I didn't sign up for fame," she told Gerry. "I signed up for you." Still, Lana did her best to embrace it. She joined Gerry on his travels, to New York, where they saw his daughters and met Lana's oldest friend from college, to Los Angeles for a brief visit to the Bachelor Mansion for a charity event, and even to London in May. That trip had been magical. They'd strolled through Kensington Gardens, taken a boat along the Thames, and kissed beneath the glittering lights of the London Eye. Gerry had snapped a photo of Lana laughing with a mouthful of scone and posted it to Instagram with the caption, "Who says romance ends at 75? The internet had exploded with love and support. But as with any relationship, especially one between two people with lifetimes of experiences behind them, there were challenges. Lana had 3 grown children and 7 grandchildren. 2 of them lived in Colorado, 1 in Florida. She tried to balance her time between them and Gerry, but it wasn't easy. Likewise, Gerry was still adjusting to the post-divorce landscape, and his daughters were cautious, protective of him after the quick implosion of his marriage to Teresa. "They're just worried," Gerry told Lana one night after dinner. They'd had a minor disagreement. Lana felt the girls were distant, and Gerry was torn between defending them and defending her. "They saw what happened before. They don't want me hurt again." "I don't want that either," she said. "But I'm not Teresa." He took her hand across the table. "I know that. And I'm not the man I was 6 months ago, either." In June, they took a road trip up the Michigan coast, stopping in small towns, eating at diners, talking for hours about everything: politics, old lovers, bucket list dreams. Lana revealed she had once wanted to write a novel. "You still can," Gerry encouraged. "Write about us if you want." Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and do not miss any update.